Greetings, everyone. Thank you to my colleagues Sedaf and Sander and to the entire UN system who are hard at work every day to support decisive action on climate change in China. In the last month alone, we have witnessed the impacts of a climate supercharged with the forces of heat, fire, and water, and how unprepared many of our communities are for its impacts. My deep condolences to the people of China and all those affected by the frightening record breaking rainfall and flooding. The climate crisis is real. No continent, region, or country is immune. And no effort should be spared to confront this existential crisis. We have less than 100 days to go before COP26. It is imperative that we all work together to deliver on three critical priorities. First, ambition. The Secretary General has been clear. We need ambition on emission cuts, ambition on finance, and ambition on the protection of people hit by the impacts of climate change. We must spare no effort to keep the 1.5-degree goal of the Paris Agreement within reach. This means global net zero emissions by 2050, combined emission reduction cuts of 45% below 2010 levels by 2030, no new coal after this year, and accelerating the global phase out of coal by 2040. Recovery spending from the COVID pandemic should also be aligned with the goals of the Paris Agreement. China is rising to the challenge and seizing the opportunities of a net zero future. President Xi Jinping has set two goals that now steer the country's economic policy making: peaking emissions before 2030 and reaching net zero emissions before 2060. We look forward to seeing how China will present these policy objectives in its new nationally determined contribution and its long-term low-emission development strategy well before COP26 in Glasgow. Second, credibility. Distant targets of net zero, holding temperature rise to 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, while necessary, are only made real if the pathway to get there starts now. And if the necessary details are there and actions taken to tell the world that we are serious about achieving these targets. For China, this means an unprecedented transformation of its economic and energy system. We trust that the new energy plan will demonstrate how the most inefficient coal plants should be retired early, how workers will get retrained to adapt to new sectors and opportunities, and how China will continue to lead the world in renewable energy industries and development to ensure broader access to renewable energy. For companies, it means joining the Business Ambition for 1.5-degree campaign that aims to collectively deliver credible action with science-based targets and presenting clear decarbonization roadmaps. Bowu Steel, the largest steel producer in China, has committed to carbon neutrality by 2050, a decade earlier than the stated national goal. It has also stated that it will publish a roadmap by 2021 to peak emissions by 2023 and to reduce emissions 30% by 2035. We need more and more of these examples of leadership. Third and finally, solidarity. Climate change and the COVID-19 pandemic has shown us both how fragile our world is and yet how resilient we can be. Developing countries need a solidarity package that starts with a plan to deliver the 11 billion vaccine doses to adequately vaccinate the world. This also means providing appropriate finance support and meeting the decade-old international commitment to deliver $100 billion of support to the developing world. China, as a major actor of South-South cooperation and a major stakeholder in multilateral development banks and public development banks, has the influence and reach to spur them to underwrite this critical package. China remains a valued and trusted partner of the United Nations. Let us use every minute of the next 100 days to COP26 to deliver an ambitious yet achievable agenda. We can do this together. I thank you.